everybody. Welcome to the family show. We're super excited to be here with you guys today. Pastor Sam, are you excited to be here, bro?
So excited to be here.
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing day.
Good times, good times. Did I hear a bird might have told me that Have has got a question, right?
Yeah, we have a question for you today, Hey.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this one comes from Danny. And Danny wanted to know, Have, what is your favorite kind of food?
My favorite kind of food?
Your favorite kind of food.
Oh, I have so many different favorite kinds of food.
I love food.
I love food from all over the place. Like, I love peanut butter and crunchy peanut butter and smooth peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter. Is there a crunchy peanut butter?
There is. It's got peanuts in it and sometimes almonds.
Really?
I don't know, but I would love to try it if it was. But I also like pizza and spaghetti and basically anything that I can put Grammy's fortified cookie dough mayonnaise on.
That stuff is nasty.
It's not nasty. You keep saying that.
I know. It's wow. That was pretty rough. So, hey, do you have a game for us today, buddy?
I do. Speaking of peanut butter, I got a really exciting game for us today.
All right.
Are you ready to hear about it?
Ready.
I am.
Okay.
Ready.
So I heard, a little bird told me, I like that phrase,
Yeah.
that we're going to be talking today about parenting with courage.
Yeah.
That's right.
It takes a lot of courage.
It takes a lot of courage.
Yep.
It takes a lot of trust. There are things that we've got to do sometimes that aren't easy to do as parents. Am I right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right,
But I
Have.
think this has something to do with the game. I'm scared now.
Okay, good. And when I said am I right, I was asking because I don't have kids.
Okay.
So I was just curious.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good to know. Well, today we're going to be playing a game all about making courageous decisions.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Okay, that sounds exciting. We got some setup we got to do, Have.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge
All right.
setup. But the good news is we got magic. So on the count of 3, snap with me, and we'll be ready to play our game.
Ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
Sam, did you put this thing here?
Nope.
That was magic. That's what happens when we snap. Are
Yeah.
you guys ready for today's game?
So ready.
Okay,
So
now
ready.
listen. Here's how it works. You're going to make for each other today a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
All right.
The prizes for today are Target gift cards.
All right.
I have 2 Target gift cards,
Okay.
each for
Okay.
$5.
Okay.
Now, you've got spicy peanut butter, regular peanut butter, spicy jelly, and regular jelly.
Okay.
If you both make each other regular peanut butter and jellies, you each take home $5 in Target gift cards.
I like that.
If you both make each other spicy peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you take home nothing.
Oh, wow.
Neither of you take home anything.
It's mean.
All right.
And if only one of you makes a spicy while the other one makes a regular, the one who makes a spicy takes home both Target gift cards and the mystery box.
The mystery box. I want to know what's in there.
No, you don't get to know what's inside the mystery box. It's a mystery.
All right, so which one, Have, are they're colored cups? Which one
Yes, you're right. Yeah. So the pink ones are spicy. Spicy. While the green ones are regular. Are you guys ready?
I guess.
Okay, the name of today's game is Y'all Peanut Butter Trust Each Other.
Look at that. Hey.
Okay, you ready? Quiet. We're going to do the words above our heads for the name.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. Y'all peanut butter trust each other.
Yep, exactly. I like it.
Yeah!
Okay, so
it's very exciting. Now, on the count of 3, start making a peanut butter and jelly of your decision for the other. You can talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Let me just start off with saying, Sam, I love you, buddy.
Yeah, we gonna be nice to each other?
Oh, that sounds like you guys are gonna be nice.
I feel like we should, because I love Target and I love I love candy bars at Target.
Oh, I love Target
too.
too, Todd. The big question for me is what would you even get for $5 at Target when you could spend 10?
You can get one of them giant candy bars. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I can get 2 if it's $10.
Oh!
Yeah.
But remember, Sam, if you both go spicy, you lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel confident in my decision. I just want you to know once again, Sam, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
You're my favorite, Sam.
Well, Todd, you know what? I know how much you love peanut butter and jelly. I want to make a nice one for you.
Remember,
here,
there's a mystery box for the one that goes cutthroat.
Why would you say that?
Unless
just
we,
incentivizing.
if we both go cutthroat, no one gets it. Is that right?
Oh,
That's my understanding.
that's true.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Well, we'll see what happens. Are you almost done?
I'm
Yep.
done. I'm done.
You're done? Okay. At the same time, pass each other your peanut butter and jellies across the barrier.
You better be nice to me, Sam.
You better be nice to me.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So ready.
On the count of 3, take a big bite of your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, Sam, we gotta pray.
Oh, thank you.
Jesus, bless this food. Make sure Sam doesn't burn my face off. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right,
That was
go.
good, Todd.
Oh,
Good thing you're the children's pastor. Ah.
Sam,
Does it taste schmecky?
why would you give me the spicy one, man?
Because you said how much you like spicy stuff.
Oh!
That's so spicy? What did you put in that?
Oh! Sam, did you give him the spicy?
I did give him the spicy.
Oh!
I took a big old bite, too.
Todd, did you give Sam spicy?
No.
I was certain
Oh, no!
I was being nice.
spicy.
This is a win-lose situation.
Oh, man.
Oh, you have to live with each other. Here you go. Sam, you are the winner of $10
Well, thank you. Wow.
and the mystery box.
That's mean.
Thanks, everybody. Hey, Todd, you know I love you.
This is I'm upset with you right now.
Yeah, at least they didn't put cold cheese on it, you
You
know?
better
Oh,
stop.
that's gross. Hey, so tell me, Sam, what's inside the mystery box?
Let's see. Inside the mystery box
Hopefully a rusty nail.
is a bunch of straws.
Oh, you win some
This is
straws.
incredible.
That is amazing.
And they're bendy straws.
They're ben-
even better.
These aren't just any normal straws,
No.
folks. They are bendy straws.
Wow.
I don't even know where you get spicy jelly and.
Grammy
You
made
still
it.
eating your sandwich over there, Todd?
No, I took one big old bite. Look at that big old bite.
You want some? Well, you have
No.
some plain jelly. Over
Nope. I don't. No.
And that's our game for today.
Well, thank you, hey, that was amazing. You know, nothing.
My mouth is burning. Not good. So we have a conversation for you, fam. Let us get set up real quick, and we'll be right back. Want to
All
snap on the
right.
count of 3?
We'll see you in a few.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Hey, before you watch this next part of our show, we just want to let you know that we had a few glitches and the conversation ended a little bit abruptly. But this is an unscripted show, and we still think the content is really valuable. Hope you enjoy it.
So, Todd, how you recovering from that spicy sandwich?
I'm forced to talk to you because of the show that we're on, but I'm not really wanting to talk to you.
Yeah,
But yes.
understandable.
I'm fine. It's a little spicy. Sinuses are cleared, but I feel better. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'm excited about our topic today.
yeah, me too. Talking about being courageous, you were really courageous when you ate that sandwich, took that big bite.
Yeah, I didn't have to be.
No, you didn't have to be.
No, but I was.
You were.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Today we're talking about parenting takes courage.
Yeah, it
it
does.
takes a lot of courage to be a parent because being a parent can be scary.
Completely.
There's a lot of things about being a parent that are completely, there's a lot of uncertainty. I remember being a parent for the very first time 20 years ago. Our daughter was born. And,
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of fear and uncertainty, not having a dad growing up for myself, not really sure of will I be able to be a good dad? Will I be cut out for this? Will I know what to do? And for me, those were some scary things for me.
Exactly. Wasn't it funny how your kids, when you have them, you sort of have them right here and everything's good, but this process of parenting constantly feels like you're slowly getting your hands pried open by life circumstances, by friendships, all that kind of stuff. And you just sort of feel like your hands are off the wheel. And parenting genuinely does take courage. I will tell you, funny story now that I've recovered from it, is teaching my daughter Michaela how to drive. We went out, she had begged me to go and run her around, drive around, that kind of thing. So we got in the car, and we probably didn't cover even a full mile, and we almost got in 3 accidents. We ran a stop sign completely. Cars just sort of looking at us like we were crazy. And I think I came in, what is the Looney Tunes character that's like, as they walk. That was me walking back in the house. It was just, I couldn't. So courage, is something that is paramount. You got to have when you're a parent, for sure. So.
And that's a super funny story, but
wasn't at the time.
It wasn't. It wasn't at the time. The reality is that the parenting really does take courage in everyday aspects of our life. Because I think one of the things about parenting is it really exposes those maybe those broken areas, some of those difficult areas in our life, and not only does it expose them, but it actually even magnifies some of those things.
Exactly.
I think we've all experienced this. If you're a parent, that anxiety that flares up, that anger that flares up.
Well, and I think it all revolves around the fact that you feel like you need to have the answer.
Yes.
Like when they come to you, regardless of their age, you feel like you need to have some insight. And there's sometimes as a parent, you're like, I don't know. Yeah. And it's okay to say that. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way because your preschooler's like, but why? And you have to come up with an answer and hopefully not have the self-destructive moment after that. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think along that, as parents and as people, we want to be in control. And we go to great lengths to control our lives, to keep our life safe and controlled. And the reality is when we have kids, we just can't control a lot of those things.
Yeah, there's so many outside influences, friends and relationships and sports teams. And, I've always said that you can take 2 third graders, and this third grader grows up as a single parent, homeschooled, all of the things that go around that, and then you have this one over here who has a 15-year-old brother, and their college older sibling from a second marriage is coming and living in the house. These 2 third graders are living completely different worlds because of what their outside exposure is. Well, you might say, but it's fine. Well, then they join the same baseball team or the same cheerleading squad or whatever it may be. And then those outside influences come in. So how do you navigate that? And having the courage to have those conversations, you know, it's big. It's big.
Yes.
So I think the question that you have to ask is, how do you find courage, in those moments? How do you sort of know what to say? I think the first one that comes to mind is being honest about our own weakness.
Yeah, that's so good.
It's such a big deal. We are products of the homes we were raised in, and now you take your spouse, and now you're both mixed into it, and you've got these different viewpoints and worlds and all those kind of things. How do you navigate those things together? And I think there's something really, really valuable if there is a disciplinary moment or a moment of correction or whatever it may be, to have the ability to go back around with your kids and turn to them and say, these are some of this is where that comes from. Dad sort of fumbled because because of this, or it reminded me of this, and the importance of that, and that apology and that ability to go, little one, you matter, and I'm going to take the time to sort of unpack it with you so that you can help better understand where I'm coming from. And it I don't know, to me, it takes courage to do that, because that is, even in that moment, sort of giving up a little bit of authority. You're sort of making yourself a little bit vulnerable to, for your kid in that moment. So,
and I think it's good to be honest with our kids and admit our struggles, but also even to be honest with maybe your spouse or a trusted friend or someone else, where you can say, hey, look, here's the the weakness that I'm feeling.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I think that takes a lot of courage to admit that.
It does, totally. Well, how many times have you ever seen parents around you that you get to interact with that are like world-class parents?
Yes. Yeah.
And you sit there and you're like, I'm never going to like measure up. Or you meet kids and you're like, man, your kids are so amazing. And how do I get there? And, because they don't give you an instruction manual when you leave the hospital.
Right.
So, so much of it. And it is very much about, as a parent, sort of asking and leaning on those people that are doing things well. I mean, that's a component within business or anything that we do. Find out people that are doing it better or getting some of the results that you would like within your own kids, and talk about it. Ask them. Don't assume that you know. And I think that's really, really rewarding because, once again, it takes courage to ask those questions and say, I'm sort of fumbling this as a parent. I'd love some feedback.
And I know that's been one of the best things for my wife and I when our girls were little was surrounding ourselves with another couple. They were a little bit older, a little bit further down the road. We really respected them and their parenting style and the way their kids were. And we just spent a lot of time with them. And it was really helpful to learn things that they did and strategies they had, because we're new to this. What do we do?
Exactly.
And it's great to surround ourselves with those kind of people.
Exactly.
I think another way we find courage is just acknowledging that we're not in control.
Oh, yeah.
Just actually admitting, I don't have control of this. And because there's a lot of things, especially as our kids get older, that we don't have control of. You talked about your daughter being on the road, and I don't have control of other drivers. I don't have control of how other kids treat my kids, how other kids act. We're in a pandemic. No one has control of that. We feel that, right? And and I think a lot of times we want that really quick remedy. I want that.
Sure.
I want to resolve it quickly. But the reality is I can't do that, and it creates some tension. But having courage to acknowledge I'm not in control, and one of the biggest ways we do that is prayer.
Well, you realize quickly that I've always looked at being a parent as being entrusted with that child. I have this visual image in my mind of God handing me this little one and going, okay, don't fumble. I'm telling you, the second that you feel that way, you're going to screw up. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days.
That's right.
But the thing that I have learned, and it doesn't feel as something that is as so much of a practice outside of a meal or specific things, a boo-boo or whatever it may be. But as your kids get older, that simple practice of prayer is so significant, and your kids will always learn more by what they see than what you ever say to them. Praying takes courage if you're not familiar with it, if you didn't grow up in that environment, and it's something that we have prayed for our kids' spouses from the day they were born. But I will tell you, my prayer quantity increased a lot as they started getting into junior high and late in elementary and those kind of things, because of the things that they face and the challenges that they face. I mean, I'm sure you having two older ones, you've got your two older ones, then you got little Danny. I mean, you're all over the place, aren't you?
We're all over the place. And prayer for us is it's one of those things that my prayers for my older girls is different than even my prayers for Danny, and yet that's something that is a regular part of our life. And I know we're praying for our kids all the time. One of my regular prayers is really that my kids would be in love with Jesus, and that they would understand. They would understand that they're loved by Him. That especially growing up in church, being a pastor's kid, I want them to know that they are loved by God. I want them to experience that. And that's a regular prayer I have for my kids.
Well, things that come to mind is, praying for your kids to have healthy friendships. Friendships dictate so much of what they experience in life. Who they're going to, praying for their spouse, who they're going to end up marrying, jobs, college, wherever your kids are, protection over their minds and hearts. There's so many outside influences that are impacting your kids' world. Praying for that specifically is incredible. Courage to be who God made them to be. That's a big deal. I remember watching my grandparents pray over us when we would have something going on, even well into my 30s. I would pick up the phone and call Grandma because I wanted her to pray with me. Wisdom in their choices, and joy in the midst of confusion and hurt, which is, man, that's the world that we're living in right now.